That was a lot of suspension in that countdown.
I don't know if suspension is the right word to use there.
Suspension. It feels like something was about to go down. You know?
Yeah, but suspense.
Suspense.
I don't know. Are we putting the suspension, or are you suspended? Like, is Nikola Jokic suspended after his dominance?
Oh, I'm actually kind of surprised you use that analogy. Look at you, Jack.
Nah,
giving flowers.
No,
to greatness.
Bro. No,
Giving
I'm not giving no flowers.
I got you.
No flowers.
You got caught. You got caught.
He's dominating. I don't mean I'm giving him no flowers. That don't mean I think he's a good basketball player. I think he's all right.
Man, what I texted you last night.
Yeah, let's get right into this text, because I get, this is a nightly 1 a.m. text from Nathan at this point.
Yeah.
Whatever is going on in the world of sports, Nathan just feels like he needs to hit me with the greatest of hot takes at 1:30 a.m. every single night after something has happened. So obviously the Lakers lose last night. They go down 3-0. LeBron's headed to Golden State, and Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets are on their way back to another NBA Finals. And Nathan, what did you text me? You want to just read it?
I also kind of find it kind of ironic, the fact that I'm on a betting show, because I lost over $200 last night.
And I'm up 4.5 units. So we'll talk about that after, because there's levels to this, Nathan. There's a reason why I am hosting and you're co-hosting in this situation. Obviously you have good takes. It doesn't mean you win money, but you have good takes. So
yeah, exactly.
Let us know what that text read that you sent to me.
So I was just in my feels thinking about the greatness of Nikola Jokic, because I just bet everything on Lakers money line and he broke my heart. And I was just dwelling. I was sitting there thinking about Nikola Jokic, and it hit me. And here's what I texted Jack. I'm shocked the Lakers lost this, but I'm starting to believe it more and more that the Nuggets might be the greatest team / dynasty in modern sports, or in basketball, or in NBA history. Because of Jokic, Tatum will not become who you envision him to be. Maybe a chip from Tatum, but the league is so lethally competitive, and he won't be able to, keep on growing and gain that many championships, or multiple. One is his max. But yeah, lethally competitive is what I really want to highlight as well.
This is what I'll give you, Nathan. I know exactly the type of take you're trying to get out of this. You're trying to pull the Tom Brady in the NFL and nobody got their rings. Rodgers got one ring.
Like Rodgers, exactly. Yeah.
Like all these guys that could have had 3-4 championships, 5 championships, the expectation was there. But in reality, when you have a legend, a GOAT, a Michael Jordan, a LeBron, a Tom Brady in the league at a given time, you're not going to win championships. And that's just the nature of the beast. I mean, look at Patrick Mahomes right now. He's keeping guys like Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson from getting to a Super Bowl. It's just kind of how the world works sometimes. But there's a reason why he's in the Western Conference, and there's a reason why Jason Tatum's in the Eastern Conference. We all know this. The East has always been the easiest. And obviously, we talked about this yesterday, but I'm not worried about the Celtics. They're going to bounce back game 3. They're going to bounce back game 4, and they're going to bounce back game 5. But I think it's very fascinating that after the Celtics were able to dominate and look like the clear-cut favorite throughout the entire NBA season, we're now saying there's no world where Denver doesn't repeat. The media has turned into, this is Jokic's title to go back-to-back. Denver should go back-to-back. But obviously, there's the critiques on the Celtics and them choking. So it feels like I can't really win in this situation, other than Boston just has to go win it. So I still believe in Boston, what they present, what Jason Tatum presents. But boy, oh boy, did the Denver Nuggets going up 3-0 against the Los Angeles Lakers last night, it put a toll on my mental mind
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
Denver seems unbeatable.
Mhm. For some reason, I don't think I've ever witnessed with my 2 pairs of eyes, with my 1 pair of eyes, the Denver Nuggets playing a bad game of basketball. I just haven't seen it. Like, they are so not only well coached by Mike Malone, like, for an example, there were multiple stretches in the game where the Lakers couldn't score for, like, 3 to 4 possessions straight, and
Mm,
the second the Denver Nuggets just throw away one turnover or just, like, one little mistake if, like, one man doesn't pick up on the screen or whatever, Mike Malone just loses his mind.
yeah.
I'm like, where's Darvin Ham with all that? Like there are levels to it, you know? Like,
They remind me of the Patriots in a lot of ways, the halftime adjustments they're making
mhm,
because they're not winning the first half. They don't look like a dominant team in the first half. They look like a team that is playing chess and not checkers. I'm going to take the bias out of it here. I'm telling you right now, what Denver does is they just get their feet wet in the first half. They know how good they are. They can stay within 10, 15 points, and they're going to be just fine. So a 3-4 point deficit at halftime is absolutely nothing to them. They're literally just taking the first half as a feel out half, and that's why they're the best team. That's why teams like Boston need to understand how to adjust mid-game. That's what the Patriots did for an entire 20-year dynasty, and that's what Denver's doing right now, adjust at halftime, and that's what they've done in the first 3 games of this competitive, I'd say, and apparently not competitive series for the Lakers and the Denver Nuggets. So I assume we both agree this one's getting wrapped up in 4 games, Nathan?
yeah, in 4. So bring out the brooms. LeBron James, just for the sake of your legacy, try to make it in 5. Just, like a sweep would be atrocious, you know?
Speaking of LeBron's legacy, last night made me realize that it's official. LeBron is going to Golden State. You can't come back to LA if you get swept, or as a matter of fact, even a gentleman's sweep.
I saw a comment
Especially being down 3-0, bro.
I
I think it's a done deal.
I saw a comment on Instagram yesterday, and there's not times where comments on Instagram give me chills. They don't, but this one did, and it was like this edit of Kevin Durant, uh, Curry, and LeBron with this like sad Drake song in the background, and the comment said they should all team up together for like one last run before they all retire, and that just gave me chills. I was thinking like, I don't think anybody else. Except if you're really like a big, huge Kevin Durant hater, you would say, "Oh yeah, he's teaming up with them for another ring, for another Mickey Mouse ring." But like, it would be a crazy celebration of the game of basketball. It's like Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi teaming up because they're in their later years. That would be a celebration of the game of football. And I already see you getting emotional. Look at you. It would just be a celebration of life and a gathering of greatness all in one. Like Curry, LeBron and KD on the same team?
Nathan,
Jesus, man.
I like to imagine a lot of things, and I've never thought about that. And the fact that you just put that into my mind,
Mm.
it's happening. It's happening. If Phoenix gets swept, if Phoenix is a gentleman's sweep, I don't care. Phoenix, Denver, why am I saying Denver? Kevin Durant gets swept, loses in 5, loses in 6, whatever Phoenix loses in, he's done. He's done with this Phoenix experiment. Stop wasting your career. Go play with the player you want to play with. And as a matter of fact, LeBron's going to do the same thing. Okay. Kevin Durant and LeBron James are going to Golden State. I don't know what the odds are on that. But what I do know is that if that does happen, make sure you take Golden State to win the championship every single year that they're on the court together. Okay. Speaking of last night, there is some action that we need to talk about. Other than the fact that the Lakers lost, that actually was my only loss of the night because
We're
we were going to
literally living in the modern era and the modern day and age of the Nuggets dynasty. Like, it's kind of crazy to me.
What the hell are you talking about? You got to stop yapping. All right, can you see this perfectly?
I can't see that absolutely perfectly.
So yesterday on SoBet, I was able to go on there at around 4:30 p.m., approximately a couple hours before the Sixers game, the 7:30 game, and I was able to give out 6 plays, and they were all the plays that we gave out here yesterday on the first edition of the Morning Jackpot. But this is what I gave out on SoBet. Now, I'm not no expert. We know this. There are experts on SoBet, so if I can do it, then you got to imagine the SoBet experts are sweeping the card. But if we just look at it, it kind of feels like I'm from the future if you just read it. 76ers -5. Talked about it on the stream, which you can still watch on YouTube. Shout out. But at the end of the day, Philly could still win this series. That's only possible with the statement win tonight to swing momentum. I expect Philly to be up big halftime. The Knicks are what? Got lucky in game 2. Game 3 will be a different story. Okay, so I was right there. Magic money line. Young team that is hungry. Wow, bro, you got to go back to school and figure it out. This is the Orlando Magic Super Bowl. They avoid sweep. That was perfect. Yeah, they won by about 40. Okay, skip this one. Lakers lost. All right. Anthony Davis had 30. Paolo had 30. Both those hit. 76ers are going to win the series. Bro, we're up 4
Bro, I
units.
should have listened to you. Oh my
Yeah,
God, bro.
I won 4 units last night. So I don't know.
Good
I don't
for
know what
you,
y'all
bro.
are talking about, but this
14
is
hot
more
streaks for
than
Mr.
this is.
Cote.
Let's just say we hit the morning jackpot yesterday.
Ah!
All right, let's just look at the SoBet. Let's look at the real cappers because nobody wants to see what I'm picking, even though
Bro, you should have like a little like sound effect, like a little like
No, I
jackpot.
don't need no sound effects. I can just make them myself.
Yeah. Oh,
Let's see.
make like a little like green like sound effect, like
Oh, let's see. So
green.
basically, what happens on SoBet is you're able to go to this little SoBet logo thingy up here. And what I missed yesterday, they post this thing. It's called SoBet Scorchers, and basically they drop like 3 of the hottest cappers. So they're going to be releasing this leaderboard thing soon, but prior to that, they're basically just allowing for the audience to see who the hell is hot and who you should tail, understanding you're probably tailing like the same guy. You probably stick to 1 or 2, 3 guys every day, but if you want to hop off of the guys, the gutsies that you normally tail, you see a hobby capper who's going crazy this month, Deepak, any of these guys, TP3 bets, I know he's on his stuff in the NBA always. So a lot of these guys, Lloyd's Locks, but obviously SoBet, a beautiful place. And listen, I say I'm from the future, and a lot of the times it's just because I went down on SoBet.io. I got myself some futuristic picks. That's kind of
Someone went
sometimes
7-0.
someone went 7-0.
Scroll up a little bit.
Where?
Scroll up. Right there.
Bring out the brooms. Recap for Thursday, and boy, it was a good one. Bring out the brooms, baby girl, because we wiped the floor with Vegas. Wow. 7-0. Phil's under 8. Dodgers under 7.5. Royals under 7.5. Cubs under 7.5. Knicks over 2. Bro, Magic
Where
over
was you?
4.
Hold on. I'll
Lakers
kill
over
this motherfucker,
2,
bro.
Bro, you got to hop on this tonight, Nathan. You hopping on the Tin Roof Sports?
Tin Roof Sports, I need you. What's the word tonight?
Tin Roof Sports? That sounds like, bro, this dude. Let's see what he did the day before. Losing day the day before. Okay. What a weekend. He was up 12 units. Bro, this might be the next best thing on SoBet. Tin Roof Sports. And maybe I've been missing it out on it for
Tin Roof
a little bit,
Sports, bro.
Shout out Tin Roof Sports.
All right. We got to cook for tonight. All I got to say is one thing and one thing only. Los Angeles Clippers money line.
Oh, great. So all I have to say is one thing and one thing only, and that's Luka Doncic to score 500 points. Like
he might, but The Mavs are not always going to win from that.
Let's talk about this Dallas versus Clippers game, because why is Dallas a 4.5 point favorite? I know they're at home, but all of a sudden the Mavericks win game 2 and everyone's switching up. It felt like after game 1, everyone's like, oh my God, the Clippers are going to sweep the series. Dallas is done. Dallas can't play defense. This, that, Luka, Kyrie, it don't work. And then they win game 2. Now they're the favorite to win the series, and they're a minus 4.5 point favorite at home against the Clippers. So why did the Clippers win game 3? Because I actually don't hate the play, just because of the line. It seems like a little bit of a, what the hell are we doing taking Dallas here with 4.5 on the line?
Right. 4.5 on the line is a little bit outrageous, Vegas. What you cooking over there?
Bro, we're coming on here this morning like Dr. Seuss, bro, with these. All right, go.
Look, Kawhi Leonard was back last game, but he's really going to be back tonight.
Oh, are you saying that he was kind of preserving himself in game 2? Wasn't in full
stuff? Absolutely. Like he made the plays where, like, he only scored on isolation. Isolation. I believe 2 times. And if you see how the Clippers usually play with Kawhi, especially, give the ball to him at like the top of the right corner or left corner and just let him cook in ISO. Like, that's how the Clippers cook a lot of the time, and he did not get a lot of those. So it definitely felt like he was preserving himself last game. And I feel like the Clippers, not only like I said, playoff experience is going to go further, especially in this series. And they're going to find an answer for Luka or Kyrie one way or another, whether it's, Russell Westbrook, he's going to be on that. But I trust the Clippers to take out game 3 tonight. I really do.
Dallas wins the series.
They don't win the series. And let me tell you why. I've exploited exactly what the Clippers need to do. The Clippers, I need to find out what the record is whenever Terrence Mann scores at least 10 points, but I'm pretty sure they're almost undefeated.
Who cares about Terrence Mann? Who cares? No,
here's the key.
You cannot stop Luka Doncic. You can't stop Luka Doncic, Nathan.
Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why? Terrence Mann is the Derek White of the Los Angeles Clippers.
Yeah, and Luka Doncic is the Jason Tatum. Superstar.
No!
Best player takes you as far as your team goes.
That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful to Jason Tatum, bro.
It's not. We know that we put those. I will happily put Luka Doncic in a category of Jason Tatum. Now, you bring up the guy named Anthony Edwards, then we'll have ourselves a conversation.
I worded that the wrong way. That is disrespectful to Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic is in a tier of his own. Jason Tatum, and we can talk about Jason Tatum some more. I would love to indulge in this conversation because I didn't know how to get this take out, like express it towards you. But Colin Cowherd, he really loves to take the words out of my mouth sometimes. He
likes to shit on the Celtics.
No, but he said a factual statement about shitting on the Celtics. He said, nobody's scared of the Celtics in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, that's what somebody said about LeBron James for 10 years, and all he did was go to the NBA Finals.
No. He went to 10 straight finals because...
You say that because you're scared. Colin Cowherd says that because he's scared. Colin Cowherd says that because he knows that he's wrong.
I promise you, Jack, right now, the last thing that I am is scared. Especially, I'm going to make my official judgment after, game 4 in the series. I need to see if the series is going to be up 3-1 or 2-2 or 3-1, maybe even heading in the Heat direction. But look, the Boston Celtics are a good team. Sure, they have a flashy starting 5. Sure, they have one of the better starting 5s in NBA history. I'll give you that, on paper at least. But when it's all said and done, are you a good team at the end of the day? Do you truly represent on the court what a good team does?
You know what scares me?
That's what they're missing.
You know what scares me?
What scares you, bro?
If there's anything that scares me, when you actually look at the Denver versus Boston matchup and you try and all right, what's going to happen? Well, look at the trends. Look at the trends of both teams. One team likes to start hot. That team is the Boston Celtics. One team likes to have a second half comeback. That team is the Denver Nuggets. All series, we're just going to see Boston go up, race out the gates. Denver chips back, right? Comes back in the game, and it's either Jokic steals the show or the Celtics close the door. That's going to be the deciding factor. Can Tatum and Brown hit those late game shots is the only thing I'm truly worried about, because we are the better team. We have the better players.
You're getting very ahead of yourself here.
You talk about Denver as the greatest team of all time, so I'm going to start talking about Boston as the greatest team of all time. Actually, I've been talking about them as the greatest team of all time. It doesn't take a lot for me.
We should see if Boston even makes the finals. Makes it to the finals is what I'm saying. Because I don't even know. I don't know yet. Yeah, I said it. I don't know if Boston makes it to the finals this year, bro.
Bro, there's not a team in the East. You're just saying that just to. When you say that statement,
I promise
you're
it's not
banking
for
on the
attention.
Celtics choking. You're not banking on another team coming in there and winning, which is wrong.
Because right now, I really hope it's not a trend. I really hope it's not something that happens with Jason Tatum in his career. I'm being so serious though. Like the Celtics choking genuinely worries me for you and for your mental sake. By the way, how is completely off track, completely off the rails, but how you feeling about Drake May, man? That's how you feel about Drake May. Man, that's crazy.
That's how I feel about Drake May, man. This is obviously a sports betting show. So anything we talk about, even this is normally NBA time. The NFL draft happened last night. Let's talk NFL draft a little bit here. The Patriots are cooked potentially for 80 years, but at the same time, I could see Drake May. I could also see Drake May winning like 7 Super Bowls. So I'm kind of in between those two categories right now, and I'm just lost. You, on the other hand, your Green Bay Packers picked another offensive lineman. Congratulations. I
liked it.
Organization is a failure once again. Chiefs got really good. Chiefs got really good. Who'd they pick?
Bro,
the fast wide receiver?
I'm gonna make a clip of this later, but like the Chiefs, something about them with speed, and they just replicate the same formula year in year out. Like they got their next Tyreek Hill. Like this is the guy who ran the fastest 40 time. Like all they like is speed, and then they have Travis Kelce, but it's like Hollywood Brown, and then whatever this guy's name is, and
it's Xavier Worthy. I think he's like
it's just one guy,
bro.
One guy in Patrick Mahomes, and replicating the same formula over again. That's the formula to greatness.
Yeah, to the people watching, and make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe to the SoBet YouTube channel. Make sure you
turn on the notifications.
Turn on the notifications. We're live.
Also very important.
What's very important?
That you turn on the notifications. I'm
yes.
Speaking of you watching, bro. Like you better listen to me.
You're probably talking to my mom right now.
Hey, Mama Cote.
Bro, the way you always say that, hey, Mama Cote, like it's Cody.
Mama Cody.
Yeah, if you were to place any futures in the NFL, I would definitely strongly consider the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Those are kind of the 3 AFC teams I could see winning it all next year. The NFC is cooked once again. I don't think the NFC wins a Super Bowl for a very long time.
No. Jordan Love, and I'm going to yap more about this on a Imagine episode or something, but Jordan Love is going to win 6 Super Bowls.
Yeah, that's fair.
Minimum 4. He's winning minimum 4.
Okay, back to the NBA betting slate. We had Knicks versus Sixers last night, game 3. We obviously talked about it a little bit, but Embiid comes out there and just statement game. They were down at halftime, but dominant performance. I think they won by about 11. If you're the Sixers, you got to feel great, understanding you're going to win game 4. It's going to be 2-2. And that game 5, don't get ahead of yourself. I'm getting ahead of myself right now. But that game 5 in the Garden, Philadelphia wins the series in 6.
That game 5 in the Garden is is obviously the determining factor if it goes to 7 or if it goes to 6. So if it goes to 7, I'm going to take New York. I don't think they lose a game 7 at home in Madison Square Garden. I'm going to switch up my pick. I just don't see it. But if like I can easily also see the Knicks or the 76ers winning 4 straight. So and that's what I still envision this playing out to be. I'm going to stick with my prediction. Sixers and 6. And Tyrese Maxey, you are the truth. You really are the truth. Could have scored one more point last night, but it's all good.
All right, let's talk about the slate tonight. We got 3 games. We got 3 game 3s. Very big game 3s. Bucks versus Pacers is the first one. Then you got Clippers, Mavericks, and to round out the night, you got the Timberwolves at the Phoenix Suns. Let's start with the Bucks versus the Pacers, Nathan. It looks like the best line you can get with the Pacers is -5. On the other hand, you could get +6 with the Bucks. Initial thoughts on this one? It feels like +6 for a Milwaukee team. You can't give a Milwaukee team that many points. On the other hand, Indiana's hungry. They're coming back to Indiana. The playoff crowd's going to be electric. I have a player prop for y'all, but initial thoughts on that first line between the Pacers and Bucks.
I like it, and I think still no Giannis for this game, and the Pacers are going to come out swinging, and I like Indiana money line here. I like it a lot. This is game 3. This is I think the the better Indiana team we've seen in a while, and they know that they have the upper hand and the advantage, so they're going to exploit it and come right out the gates just full head of steam. So I can get behind that line for sure, and I'm also confident in the Indiana Pacers and Fever to go far.
The Fever are not playing tonight. Caitlin Clark, on the other hand, is winning 6. What is it called? Championships? Yeah. What do you call them?
What do you call? Wait.
What do you call a WNBA championship? That, or do you call it a title? You probably call it a WNBA championship. Anyways, my play for the night for this game, like I'm trying to stay away from this -5 respectfully, because there's a world where Damian Lillard comes in here and does what he does in game 1, does what he did in game 1, and drops like 35 in the first half. If the only way Milwaukee wins, I think, is if Dame goes for like 40. So you look at Dame's over for sure. You stay away from the line. I would lean Bucks 6 and +6, but more importantly, Tyrese Halliburton over 16.5 points is way too low. And maybe that's been the line all year, but I that's the first thing that catches my eye when I'm looking at these player props tonight. There's a lot of scoring in this series. These teams don't play a lot of defense. Damian Lillard doesn't play a lot of defense. And when I just look at like the superstars that I expect to rise to the occasion, you got your home court. Like his prop is at 16.5. People got him projected at 21.5. So,
but let's also like not get it twisted. Tyrese Halliburton is the closest thing in the NBA to a true point guard, and he's a pass first type of guy. So, I think he's still going to end up around there. I don't think he's.
You could get his points. You could get his points, assists, rebounds at 33.5.
Okay, I like that more.
I like that as well, because he could go for 30, and he could give you 12 assists. He could probably give you 17. He could probably give you 17 and 11. What's that? 28.
Something like
That's
that.
28. My math ain't mathing right now. That's 28 plus around 6 rebounds. I would honestly, if I were to take a bet in this game, I would go with Tyrese Halliburton over 16.5 points. I love it more than life. That's my play for this game. If I were to take a side, I'm really struggling to think that the Pacers are somehow going to beat Milwaukee in this series. Giannis seems to be a game time decision. I don't think he's going to play, but it seems like he's kind of closing in on a return. if you're Milwaukee, you steal game 3, you get Giannis back for game 4, you win game 4, you're up 3-1 heading back to game 5. That's the mindset I am in if I'm Milwaukee. On the other hand, the Pacers, they're coming to play tonight. 5 points is a lot of points to cover, but they could blow them out the door. I don't know. Anyone in the chat got any thoughts about this game? Please let us know. Please leave a like. And
Yeah, 5 points is fishy, bro. 5 points. I don't want to touch that, to be
well,
honest.
we're going to talk about all the games. The Clippers versus Mavericks next. How the hell is that line at 4.5? I'm struggling, bro, because the Mavericks should not be 4-point favorites against any team.
And the Clippers are what, -1 or +1?
No, the Clippers are plus 4.5.
Oh.
They're getting 4.5 points.
Yeah, I mean, we all know it's Clippers in 5. You know, they're going to win this game, and then they're going to win the next game, and they're going to close it out at home. Jokes aside, Clippers winning the series.
So Clippers plus 4.5. That is not my play because I'm pro Luka Doncic in this series. I want the Mavericks to win. So, Nathan, if the Clippers lose tonight, this one's on you. But to the 9 people that are watching,
right,
you take Clippers plus 4.5.
I'm taking Clippers money line. And let me take a look.
That's a great bet. I love that. What's the line at? What's the value?
Let me check it out. Plus 162.
Money line. Hey, you get at plus 170 on BetMGM, I think.
I'm on FanDuel right now.
Oh.
Popular. Let's see.
All right, so let's do Tyrese Halliburton over 16.5. And then Clippers plus 4.5. And then, what else? Also, if you want any of the SoBet plays, the site we were on earlier, make sure you use code Jackpot to sign up.
Make sure you use code Jackpot to be part of the jackpot. You feel me?
I mean, we hit a morning jackpot yesterday, so can we hit another morning jackpot today? I think so. But we cooking right now. Tyrese Halliburton over 16.5. Clippers plus 4.5. All right. Do you have any other? We kind of talked a lot about Clippers Mavericks. We haven't really talked too much about Timberwolves versus Suns.
Timberwolves Suns. I don't know.
Suns blow them out. I'm scared though. I feel like there's a world where you see in Denver beat the Lakers last night made me realize that the Suns are sweepable because you're seeing a little bit of vulnerability. For the first time, I'm starting to really see the vulnerability out of these older guys, out of these LeBron, KDs, and Stephs. Like, there's literally going to be a universe where the second round of the playoffs does not consist any 3 of those guys.
For the first time in NBA history. What?
For the first time in NBA history, bro? Bro, the league been around since like 1960.
Ever since
KD would be the GOAT if he'd been playing since the 60s, bro.
Ever since
they've in the 80s.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna troll you.
Ever since they've all 3 been in the league, like this is like the first time none of them are going to get to the second round.
It's a wild thing, but I guess Colin Cowherd was right. Got to give you flowers.
Well, Colin was right.
Yeah, but he was wrong about the Celtics.
Wrong. No, I'm
gonna throw a parade for myself. All right,
I'll pull up to the parade.
So Suns, let's see what the line's at. I believe it's 4.5. Yeah, you get them at 4 on DraftKings. You get started at 3.5. I'll take Phoenix -4, and I will hold my breath for dear life. I also think Kevin Durant could have a good night.
Phoenix -4. That's a good bet. I don't think Anthony Edwards has it in him to win Game 3, and if he does,
No. That's like the thing that we need to talk about, Nathan. This idea that Minnesota looks so good at home, and we know they're kind of a younger playoff team, right? They got Anthony Edwards leading the way, and he's obviously very young. How do they look on the road? That's what I want to know. That's where my question. I know what you're gonna do at home. Obviously, the Celtics lose game 2. Who cares, right? I know exactly what these great teams, what these young, established, like trying to prove themselves type of teams, right? Minnesota could struggle on the road tonight, and that could be a telltale sign that is Minnesota built for a deep playoff run, or are they just kind of this Sacramento Kings type exciting squad?
I love the fact that you mentioned the Celtics briefly because I remember what Colin Cowherd also said. I believe the Celtics are 16 and 17 at home in the playoffs the past 2 years, like
Yeah,
the record.
he was literally just trying to find one stat that went against the Celtics, and then he just talked about it. Like, that's just what they do.
But are you not worried about that stat?
I don't care about stats.
All right.
I care about life and logic. Stats can only get you so far. If you don't actually watch the game and you just look at the stats, you're cooked. It does not tell the whole story. It tells nearly half of it. As a matter of fact, it tells about a quarter of it. Stats don't lie. Fine. Watch the game. That's when the playoffs become the playoffs and the greats become the greats. I expect KD to have a big night. So
same thing here applies for the Suns as Lakers did last night. If you lose this game, you're cooked. You're down 3-0. No one's ever come back down 3-0, and you must treat it as so. Don't be that guy, Kevin Durant. Put up a fight. But I'm
trying to find KD's over, bro.
Let me find it too.
Oh, here we go. Wait.
I'll tell you what, just for the sake of Kevin Durant's legacy, I'm gonna pick the 25.5
for KD.
For KD.
Okay, that is a lock of the day. We're hitting a jackpot. Jackpot. Yeah, there has to be a sound effect for that. Like every time a pick comes in. The pick is in. Kevin Durant over 25.5 points. All 1 unit plays. Tyrese, Clippers, KD. Let's get 5 plays in the chat. Let's get 5 plays in the chat. Appreciate the 12 viewers that we have.
Props are
that's beautiful.
What you thinking? Like props type shit or like?
Yeah. Props, money line, anything. I mean, we obviously have Clippers as one straight up here. You took the Pacers money line. That ain't a play. I'm not going to take the Bucks plus.
It's game 3. It's game.
Yeah, I know.
3.
They're the Pacers. You can't take the money line. That's like -2 something.
Okay.
You would have to take the spread. I don't want to take 5 points.
So their points.
So for people joining right now, we're talking about Friday's games in the NBA. We obviously have the Pacers versus Bucks. You also have the Clippers versus the Mavericks, and then you got the Suns versus the Timberwolves. These are the 3 games we're talking about right now. The consensus is that the Pacers are coming home to make a statement and win game 3. But the idea of Damian Lillard going crazy again is kind of looming in my ear, saying Milwaukee could still win this game. But at the same time, the Pacers win 2-1. That rushes Giannis back. I think Giannis comes back game 4, regardless. I think he comes back game 4. He would like to be up 2-1 and not down 2-1. So I'm going to steer clear of the Pacers -5. I'm just going to take Tyrese Halliburton over 16.5 points. I left that in the chat. If anybody else has any other plays, please leave those in the chat.
Well, I mean, let me ask you a question though. How big of an impact do we think Giannis coming back is going to make at the same time? Obviously, we all know it's Giannis, but it's like,
What the hell are you talking about? He's the best player on the team. He's a top 3 player in the game of basketball. What kind of impact is he going to make? The impact. He's the reason why they win the series and not lose the series, Nathan.
but let's not forget how Giannis and Dame play together. Like, I'm not saying they don't work, but I don't know. I mean, he's obviously a great two-way player. We know he's dominant and whatnot, but he's banged up. He's rushing to come back. Man, the more and more I think about it, like I'm just worried for the Bucks in general. Like there
No,
are
no, no.
no
This is
way,
what you're
shape, or
doing. This is
form.
what you're doing. Remember what you said after game 1, Nathan. What did you say? You
I said
said,
I'm glad. I
"Bam,
said I'm glad I switched up. But
I'm glad I
I
switched
just
up."
love switching
And
up,
now
bro.
you're switching up again.
No,
Pick a
like
side.
I'm I'm sticking with the Bucks, but I'm just
What are we
worried.
doing?
I'm sticking with the Bucks, but I'm worried.
I get
I,
that. Everyone should be worried. I'm not worried.
you're
But
not worried. You're not.
bro,
Okay. You
sometimes
know
the
what? You know what? You
playoffs
know
are
what?
fairly straightforward. There's
You
a
know what?
reason why it's not a 1-game series and it's a 7-game series.
That just
So
provided me
that
comfort.
allows for the better team to win
That
almost always.
that provided me. Oh yeah, which is why the Clippers are winning their series. The series.
Sorry, I should have said best player. If you have the best player, your team wins in the playoffs, in the NBA playoffs. That's
Okay, so
like
wait.
damn near. That's damn near a
So
fact.
hold on. So hold on. Best player Thunder Pelicans is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They're winning.
Yep,
Best player in Clippers Mavs in today's NBA,
Luka Doncic.
but the
No, no,
Clippers
no.
also have
Dude, I get your Kawhi bias. It's Luka. Next, Phoenix versus Minnesota. The
the best.
winner of the series is whoever plays better between Anthony Edwards and Kevin Durant. If Durant comes out here tonight, goes for 50, gets his team back in the series 2-1, I could see Phoenix winning the series. On the other hand, Anthony Edwards has the ability to prove everyone wrong tonight, come into Phoenix and get this thing up to 3-0.
Okay,
And
you're right. You're
Anthony
right.
Edwards would have been the best player in the series. So it's just whoever plays better. But in a series like that, you look at the 2 stars and you say,
Yeah,
same thing with Denver.
it's a head-to-head kind of.
LA.
It's a head-to-head.
Same thing. No, same thing versus Denver versus LA. LeBron versus Nikola Jokic. Who plays better? Well, Jokic. LeBron could have. He did not close it out. You know? So in the West, you take all of those 4 best players, they all advance. Look at the East. Tatum over whoever the hell's on the Heat. Tyler Hero, I don't know. Caleb Martin, it doesn't really matter. Jimmy Butler's out. Bam Adebayo, I'm still taking Jason Tatum. Then, let's see here. 4 versus 5
Jimmy
matchup.
Butler versus Jason Tatum, though.
That's not a
If
conversation.
only, bro. If Jimmy was back, bro. Oh my God. Drink that Celsius up, boy, because you're so
I'm not.
close.
I'm not.
Bro, if
What do the
Jimmy was
Celtics
back,
do? They lose focus. They lose mental toughness. They don't have that mental focus on a night in, night out basis the way they should.
and,
They're not up to
and
par.
they would have no mental focus if
They would
Jimmy
have
Butler
more
was back.
mental toughness. They would have more mental focus if they're going up against Jimmy Butler. They're going up
Bro.
against a Jimmy Butler-less Miami Heat right now. Odds are they're just going to be like, hey, man, let's just take the night off.
The biggest loss that the Miami Heat don't have when it comes to losing Jimmy Butler is that Jimmy Butler's able to control the pace of the game. That is the best thing that Jimmy Butler presents for the Miami Heat. He controls the team. He controls the offense, the defense. He just controls the overall pace of the game. And
And
I'm not
buckets
even
by no, like a 2-pointer from Jimmy Butler in the 4th quarter is more demoralizing than a bucket from Jaime Jaquez, Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson. Right. If you're Miami, you would rather have Jimmy Butler make a dunk, hit a fadeaway 2-pointer than any of your guys hit a 3. Because when Jimmy Butler scores, the momentum, he's an impact. I get that. He's not available. He is hurt. And that's what Jimmy Butler normally is. So Tatum, and then when you look at the Cleveland versus Orlando series, Donovan Mitchell, the best player in that series. Then you look at the 3-6 matchup. You got Tyrese Halliburton or you got Giannis. I'm taking Giannis. Even if you want to say Dame, I'm taking I'd probably take Dame over Tyrese Halliburton. But You go with Giannis.
I'll
And
take
then
Dame. Yeah, I'll take Dame
but
over
then
Tyrese
but
as
then the
well.
2-7 matchup, Joel Embiid versus Jalen Brunson.
Joel Embiid.
Thank you.
And who's the second
That's
best
the
player in that
answer.
series as well?
That's how the playoffs go. If you want to know who wins each series, you just pick the best player on each team. That's how the NBA works. It's not rocket science. There's a fluke situation where that doesn't happen.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I'll take Tyrese Maxey over Jalen Brunson today. In this day and age,
You'll take Tyrese Maxey.
I like Tyrese Maxey more than Jalen Brunson.
I love that. I love that. I love that so much.
Also, by the way, you're like the way you described Phoenix versus Minnesota is the exact way that I presented that matchup too, and now it's really hitting me that we said it the exact same way. This is literally Anthony Edwards versus his childhood idol. Like, who is gonna play better is literally who's gonna win this series. Like that.
It's not even about that, Nathan.
It just makes so much sense to me now.
This is a kind of series that gives Anthony Edwards, he has confidence. We know Ant Edwards has confidence. Beating Kevin Durant in this type of series, knocking out Phoenix in this type of series, that gives Anthony Edwards the confidence to go to the finals, to be the next face of the league. And I'm saying all this, understanding he's not going to go to the finals, understanding he's not going to be the face of the league. But I'm going to relate it back to my glorious king, Jason Tatum. He had to do this against Durant. He proved that he could beat Kevin Durant and move past his idol. And that gave Jason Tatum the confidence to say, damn, I can be the best player on a team. I can be a superstar in this league. I can compete with the best of the best. All it takes is you snatching the torch, taking the torch. That's why I wanted to see SGA play against Steph, because I don't buy OKC beating the Pelicans as a prover that SGA is this big hot shot. No, beat Luka, beat the Clippers, beat Denver, beat Minnesota, beat Phoenix, beat somebody other than the New Orleans Pelicans that'll tell me, hey, man, SGA
Without Zion.
Yeah, you're cooked. No, OKC, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But let's
bro, I have the perfect comparison. Oh comparison? My bro.
What are you cooking over there?
This just blew my mind. Jason Tatum is literally Dak Prescott.
Okay.
So look. Dak Prescott not only was in MVP conversations and almost won an MVP, which is similar to Tatum, but they're both looking for their first, and they both struggle to show up when it matters most. But we know they are very
Tom Brady.
No.
Why are we hyping up Dak Prescott right now? Why are we acting like Dak Prescott is a top
because I'm not you and
Jason
in the
NFL? Why are we acting like Dak Prescott is literally the face of the NFL and he's the greatest quarterback in the history of life? Because
Dak Prescott is not Jason because Jason Tatum is not Tom Brady. Bro, what does everyone say whenever Dak Prescott chokes in the playoffs? Oh, he's a choker. That's the only narrative that Jason Tatum has been getting right now. They're getting the exact... Bro, people talk about...
All about narratives. Nobody actually talks about his game.
No, but people talk about them the exact same way. You can't compare their games to each other. They play two different sports. But what I'm saying is, in similar ways, like, it's like comparing apples to bananas. But whenever you can compare it as much as you possibly can until the conversation starts to drift because they play different sports, they fail to show up when it matters most, and they're both still looking for their first one. And they play for two very historic, very rich franchises. The Celtics and the Cowboys are top 10 most richest franchises in sports right now. It just makes so much sense. Dak Prescott and Jason Tatum are the same exact play. Oh my God.
You cooked. No. You're right. You're not right. You're not right, but your take is right. Like what you're trying to say, what you're trying to convey
Right
to the
now, in
world
today's
is that
in
no, no, no,
today's
no,
day.
no, no, no. Take out this whole Dak Prescott, Jason Tatum thing. Let's look at it. Let's look at it from an organization standpoint. I could see the Dallas Cowboys to Boston Celtic comparison. I get that. The difference is Boston actually gets it done. This is actually our year. That's the difference between the two. There are levels to this shit.
Yeah, I'm cooking up a TikTok after this for show.
I'm gonna
Oh,
clip it right from this.
there we
What are
go.
you talking about? Make sure y'all subscribe. Tune in. We doing this 9 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. Central time. What is it? 6 a.m. Pacific time. Damn. If you on the West Coast and you want to listen to some early, you make it your alarm clock. At that
Exactly.
point, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Start your day right. Maybe you get in the gym at 6 a.m. You want to listen to some, great analysts. Create a
To
morning
the
jackpot.
morning jackpot. The morning jackpot, man.
That's ultimately what's going on here. But we got Tyrese Halliburton over 16.5 points. We got the Clippers plus 4.5, even though I don't really love that one too much. Kevin Durant over 25.5 points. I think Phoenix takes care of business. I'll take them at -4, -3.5, -4.5, up to 5 at that point. I don't love the spreads, but I think in these must-win games, you expect a team like Phoenix to kind of pull away. If they don't have the lead at halftime, if Phoenix doesn't come out hot and just run them out the door, they're gonna extend it in the second half. My only worry is these great teams that keep it close at halftime just know how to adjust. And it feels like a team like Minnesota, you're seeing similarities between Minnesota and Denver a little bit throughout the first couple games. Obviously, we're early in the playoffs. But if there's a team that can beat Denver right now, would you say that the best chance to beat Denver would be Minnesota?
Yes. You have 2 7-foot bigs that you could just throw on top of Jokic, make his life harder, and just from a
Pause.
matchup standpoint, yeah, sorry, my bad. Um,
Can't be
I
talking about Jokic like that, bro. Come on.
I'm not sure who's gonna be able to guard Anthony Edwards in that series. It might be KCP, which he's definitely a good defender, but I think Minnesota got the best chance. I don't think Dallas has a shot. I think the Clippers might have a shot to take them to 6 or 7, but just being a realistic Clippers fan and a realistic Clippers glazer, by no shot is that an easy series for us. But we'll have to see. I do think Minnesota has the best chance, and I actually do pray for Minnesota to knock them out in the second round, so that we can get Minnesota in the Western Conference Finals. That's what I'm rooting for right now, because I do not want to see the Nuggets.
If you're a Minnesota believer, I would take them going all the way to the NBA Finals, and I would take that bet right now.
No.
I want Denver. I want Denver.
I'm rocking with the.
You know why I want Denver? It's because you want to beat.
You want the best possible matchup.
You
Well,
don't
guess
want.
what?
You don't
Guess
want.
what? Guess what? Right now, you guys are having a hard time even handling the 8th seed in the Eastern Conference without their best player. So
Okay.
how about
Because
you
they're giving
focus
us
on that,
3
fella?
days in between every game, and I have to do this waiting thing. Just give me the goddamn game so I can knock them out one at a time. Bum, 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 bum. Because this is a Friday show, we got about 6 minutes until the 10 o'clock. Why are you giggling over there like a little rabbit?
That shit was hilarious.
Let's quickly analyze the Saturday slate, because
Okay.
this is obviously a Friday show. We won't be on Saturday morning, Sunday morning, so we can kind of give our quick opinions on what we think might happen on Saturday. So you got Cleveland versus the Magic. You got the Thunder versus the Pelicans. You got the Celtics versus the Heat. You got the Nuggets versus the Lakers. Those are the Saturday games. Couple game 3s, couple game 4s. Cleveland versus the Magic in game 4. Who you got? Cleveland?
Cleveland, this boo. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Cleveland as well. The Magic blowing them out. That was a great pick by me, but that is your only win of the series. Remember, I said Orlando Magic Super Bowl was game 3, and the Cavs get back on track game 4. Thunder versus Pelicans in game 3 on Saturday at 1 o'clock. The Thunder are only -1 right now. I'm absolutely hammering that. The Pelicans are getting their tushy swept.
Ooh,
Like
you think so? At home?
the Pelicans are not winning, bro. Uh
I see a world where the
No,
Pelicans
bro.
make
The
this game
Thunder
close.
are so much better than this bum Pelicans teams,
What
bro.
I'm saying is,
Why
I
the
don't know about the
Pelicans even
spread
in the
though.
playoffs? What?
I don't know about the spread though.
I do.
I can see a world where the Pelicans make it close.
No, the Thunder are literally going to be favored in this game by the time Saturday rolls around.
Okay.
They
Well,
are favored, actually, as a matter of fact.
yeah, they are.
Oh. All right. Celtics Heat.
Here's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna, I woke up on the right side of the bed this morning, so I'm gonna just go ahead and just take the Celtics money line. But if this pick, it's gonna be a fun week next week. It's gonna be a fun Monday morning. If we hop on the show and the Miami Heat are up 2-1, Jack, give me the Celtics, but watch out.
Are they going to blow them out?
I think they'll get a comfortable win, like around 10 to 15 points. That's what kind of feels like to me.
If we don't win game 3. That's what Tatum does before every game. It's his ritual. He goes like this, and then he goes.
Actually?
Yeah, you could probably watch it. Look it up. Look it up. Jason Tatum praying before every game. He goes like this.
And he just does that to his ear?
And he goes. I could probably pull it up. Hold on.
Yeah, pull it up and go ahead and screen share for us. We have to absolutely see Tatum's pregame ritual right now.
Pregame ritual.
Can you describe the situation if the Boston Celtics are down 2-1 in the series? Like what is your intake on life at that point?
We win 15 straight games and win banner 18.
Okay. This is why I don't ask you these types of questions. It just.
Did you hear that?
Jeez, no.
Hold on.
So the Boston Celtics are going to lose this game, and let's check the status on Terry Rozier for a second. So,
all right, can you see this?
Yeah. Prayer. Oh yeah.
That's funny, bro. I really be doing the same exact, Rich. Hey, give me those ears. Give me those earlobes. Make sure they're nice and loose.
Play just like me for real.
Yeah. Fellas, make sure you tune in because we're gonna be here every morning, or at least Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern, giving out the plays. And I don't think there's a better mind in sports in terms of basketball. A lot of other great sports out there, but when you talk about the game of basketball, there's no two better minds, at least up and coming, than the two that you see talking on a mic right now.
Let me ask you this question. It's very simple. Like, I'm Victor Wembanyama. Wait, no, you're Victor Wembanyama, and I'm Cooper Flag. Well, actually, no, you look a little more like Cooper Flag.
I was thinking I'm more like Jason Tatum, and
I'm more like Dick Grady.
You're Grady Dick.
Grady Dick.
Grady Dick.
He was born in like the same year as me, by the way, 2003. There's not a lot of good 03 babies in the NBA. I'm a little disappointed in the 03 class.
All right, I'm gonna get us to 5 plays because I just put Suns -4.
5. Let's do it.
We need to get one more player prop for Friday, and I believe it's got to come out of the Clippers Mavericks game. That's just my personal opinion and take on it. What is Luka Doncic's over under?
No. It's 33.5, but lock in for a second. 22.5 points. Kawhi Leonard, Smash that over. Smash that shit, man. Game 3 on the road. I promise you. Matter of fact, I'll put the bet right now live on this podcast, bro.
All right, bro. I'm waiting. Over 22.5 points for Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi over.
That is as horse cock of a lock that is as it comes.
Pause. Though you don't have to add the last part, bro.
Player points 22.5. All right, we'll do
As it comes, bro.
how much?
This generation is cooked.
How much should I put on it?
150.
I have $34.83 in my FanDuel account right now.
$30. 34.84.
34.83 to win $32.86. Smashing it.
See, you know what you did though, Nathan? That's the problem with you. Is I gave you 4 locks.
Kawhi Leonard over 22.5. Lock it in.
No, this is your problem. I gave you 4 locks. You waited
And
till
look,
the
and
very
look,
end. That you waited till the final minute of this show to say, "Here's my lock. This is what I'm going to take," and you put all of your coin on it. You put all of your remaining balance on this pick, and you ignored every single play that I gave you. And I'm coming off a 4-unit winning night.
Do you want to know why? Because I understand the game. What did you just say about you and I's ball knowledge?
We understand the game. We appreciate greatness of life, and we respect the talent that is overwhelmingly promoted in the NBA.
The best podcast in sports right now is probably Mind the Game with LeBron James and JJ Redick. But
we're the Morning Jackpot and Imagine Sports is a close 2.
They mind the game, but we think the game. We know the game. That's all I know.
Bro, if y'all want to tune in, stay tuned in. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notifications, leave a like, leave a comment. We got Tyrese Halliburton over 16.5 points. We got Clippers plus 4.5. We got Kevin Durant over 25.5 points. We got Suns -4. And to round it out, Nathan gave us the lock of the day. Kawhi Leonard over 22.5 points. That's going to do it for the Morning Jackpot. If you want to sign up for SoBet, make sure you use code JACKPOT to not only get my picks, predictions. Maybe, Nathan, I'll throw one of your plays on the card. But more importantly, the fellas at SoBet. Let's quickly check them out one more time. Share the screen for the people.
Let's see.
Let's check out. Let's see if there's any updated, obviously, Tin Roof Sports. Let's see.
Man, we need to see. We got to lock in with Tin Roof Sports. That man's on a heater.
Let's see if anyone put out any. These look like mainly just.
I feel like the plays usually come like midday, right?
Yeah, people are just kind of posting their what they picked. But should be some plays coming in later today.
I have a message to the people. Never in your life, for a second of your life, you should be betting on D'Angelo Russell. He was shooting last night like there was free Chick-fil-A to be given out or something. Like 0 points in 34 minutes. It was 0 for 5 from 3. Never in your life ever bet on D'Angelo Russell. Because he's either ice cold or he's hot.
So Nathan, you can obviously see right here on SoBet, we got TP3 bets with a max lock on Phoenix to win tonight. This makes me feel more confident, and if anything, a lot of the times, it depends the type of person you are and your confidence level, but you can sign up for SoBet and still make your own predictions and picks, but you can allow for this feed to just give you more confidence in what you're picking. So if you head into the night and you're like, hey, man, I think Minnesota going to win, and then you see this might rattle you a little bit. Or if you got Phoenix and then you see this, you're like, oh, You want me to throw 2 units on it? Motherfucker, I'm going to throw 4.5 units on it. You know what I'm saying? Phoenix is winning tonight. They ain't getting
Ooh.
swept. I love this. I love this so much. So make sure you look at this. Make sure you tune into SoBet.
I might be rocking with it.
Make sure you use code Jackpot, and that's going to do it for episode 2 of the Morning Jackpot. 9 a.m., 8 a.m., 6 a.m.
Wherever you coming from on the world.
Wherever you are, wherever you may be listening. Isn't that what Coward starts the show like? Yeah. All right, we'll be back Monday. I really hope the Celtics are up 2-1 and not down 2-1. That's going to do it. Peace.